Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Jerm here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I want to talk a little bit about Voyager Therapeutics Incorporated. This is ticker symbol VYGR. And the reason we're talking about them today is they were up 56% during the trading day today. One of the biggest gainers on the entire stock market today. Recently, the stock market has been kind of shaky. There's been a lot of bad days, a lot of stocks going down. Things have gotten a little bit better this week. We've had a couple of green days. Now things are slowly starting to turn around. So, we might see some more craziness like this. We might see some more stocks popping big. But still, if you ever see a 56, 57, anything, 50%, anywhere near 50% in a single day, that is absolutely insane. That is absolutely crazy. Voyager Therapeutics here is a $150 million market cap stock. Obviously, it's a therapeutics company, biotech, that type of stuff. One of these smaller, more volatile, crazy ones that are very, very responsive to good news, and that's what we have coming out today. So we'll get into that in a second. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out the first link in the description below if you want to receive a free stock just for getting signed up with Robinhood. With that being said, let's get right into this one. So, year to date for Voyager here has not been too good. This thing peaked back in January, late 2020, early 2021. There was a lot of these more speculative, more volatile, smaller cap plays that were going very, very crazy. They were hitting all-time highs, running up huge, doing all this stuff, and a lot of them, not all of them, some of them have kind of had a rough going since then, have kind of bled out, kind of been beaten down, have really been struggling. I mean, this stock previously was down, almost 75% from its all-time highs, and it's not alone. There are a lot of these out there, but obviously that sucks to be holding on to something like that, to be a part of that. Obviously, you can see historically this company has been very, very volatile, dating back to 2016. Tons of ups, tons of downs, which some people hate. Some people do have no stomach for that, no appetite for the volatility. Some people love that stuff because some people look at this graph and see a ton of chances to buy the dip, a ton of chances to sell the tips, a ton of chances to make money going both ways. It just depends what you're looking for. So if you are looking for a very, very volatile puppy, Voyager Therapeutics might just be for you. The big news coming out for this one today, as we have this article from Yahoo Finance, says Voyager Therapeutics announces a license option agreement with Pfizer for next-generation tracer AAV capsids to enable neurologic and cardiovascular gene therapy programs. Obviously, Pfizer is a monster company in this space and in this field. Having your name next to them is always going to be a very, very big deal, especially for a $150 million market cap stock like this one that can be so volatile, one that can be so receptive to the news. Massive deal, and you can see why this one is popping so big. So getting into it a little bit, Voyager is going to receive $30 million up front. Very crazy. Again, $150 million market cap company getting $30 million up front. That is huge. That is massive. With potential option exercise fees and milestone payments of up to $600 million plus product sales-based revenue. Again, a $150 million market cap company having the opportunity, if all goes well, if all goes right, if they are able to accomplish all the goals and benchmarks and what have you in this deal, to potentially get $600 million plus. Now you are starting to understand. Now you are starting to see why investors were so excited today, and also what potential this stock and company has going forward. Usually I look at these stocks and I'm like, oh, they're up 50% in a day, they're up 100% in a day. Watch out. They're probably going to bleed out over the next couple of weeks or months. Be careful. There's a ton of risk, a ton of volatility, all that. And with this one, there's still obviously a ton of risk, a ton of volatility. But man, the upside potential is still there, even after a 50% upward day for Voyager Therapeutics. This is one that actually is really, really interesting to me, much more so than a lot of the other ones we talk about. Usually we talk about stocks that don't really catch my attention at all, that I'm not really interested in. This one I'm definitely going to keep an eye on. Pfizer receives transgene specific access to Voyager's novel AAV capsids with enhanced blood-brain barrier penetration and cardiac muscle tropism for potential use with two transgenes. Now, obviously, Pfizer's getting something back in return. Now, people were not as excited about that. We saw Pfizer only being down almost a full percent. So, people were not as excited on that end. People were definitely loving this deal from the Voyager perspective. But hopefully, there still will be something for Pfizer to gain from all of this. Who knows if it'll be, of monetary value or not, but, at least they're getting something back. So, a gene therapy company developing life-changing treatments and next-generation adeno-associated virus, AAV, now we know what that stands for, platform technologies, today announced an agreement through which Pfizer may exercise options to license novel capsids generated from Voyager's RNA-driven tracer screening technology as a part of Pfizer's efforts to develop, manufacture, and commercialize gene therapies utilizing two undisclosed transgenes to treat certain neurologic and cardiovascular diseases. The transaction highlights the potential of our tracer platform to identify novel capsids that target desired cells and tissues with greater specificity at lower doses and with fewer off-target risks than conventional AAV stereotypes. So, if they really do have a leg up on the competition, on other competitors, on other people who may, be wanting to get in the field or are already in this field, obviously that can be a huge competitive advantage, which at the end of the day is usually going to equate to dollars, revenue, profit, all of this stuff, and then in exchange can, carry over into share value. Obviously, that's what we're worried about at the end of the day here when we're talking about stocks and ticker symbols and all that. This is from the CEO of Voyager. He does believe that the tracer platform has the ability to produce not only enhanced blood-brain barrier penetrant capsids, but also novel capsids with enhanced tropisms across a diversity of tissues and cell types, offering promise to unlock the fullest potential of gene therapies for a wide array of diseases with unmet medical needs. So again, all in all, it seems like the Voyager staff, the team, the management is very, very excited about this. It seems like investors were very, very excited about this, and it does seem like there is a ton of potential. Now again, the 52-week lows for Voyager are 246. That's what they closed at yesterday. So, in a sense, again, even after being 50% up today, they're still down 70, 60, high 60s, low 70s percentages from their all-time highs. So, in a sense, you can make the argument that this is an awesome opportunity to buy the dip. Now that this company's down low, now that they have some good news coming out, now it seems like they might be a little bit better set up for the future. But obviously, things can always go lower. It has a $150 million market cap. There's definitely room to fall further. So who really knows what is going to happen from here? But it's going to be very, very interesting to follow. Again, this isn't one that I'm necessarily buying into right now. This isn't necessarily one that, it's really hard for me to stomach buying something after a 57% update. And I would really love to see how this one kind of shakes out over the course of the rest of the week, maybe even the course of the rest of the month, to see if it's just going to keep ripping, if it's going to hold these gains, or where this, price discovery is eventually going to settle down at. I think it will be very, very interesting to follow. But again, I don't think this is the typical, biotech stock that's just pumping on random news or no news or short squeeze BS or Twitter or Reddit, all this stuff. It seems like there is some legit, financials and fundamentals behind why this one is popping so high. Again, it's hard to put an exact price on what exactly this deal is going to mean, just because they are going to have to meet, certain requirements and benchmarks and all of this. But I'm keeping it on my radar. I'm definitely going to keep it in mind, and I'm definitely going to check this one out again at some point in the future. And, maybe it'll be a position that I start up. Who knows? But that's pretty much everybody's video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Vygr. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to save today and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.